It's a new day here at Port Douglas. Really pretty. We just come to the park in the centre of town, just have a look at the view. And now we're going to be heading down towards Cairns and the Kuranda Skyway Rainforest attraction. And once we've done that, we'll be heading further down south on our way to Whitsunday Beach. We've just jumped on the Kuranda Skyway, which is a cable car through the rainforest. You might be able to hear behind me. But the first stop is at the top of one of the peaks, and you get a lovely view over the rainforest we are in. And the next stop is the waterfall you'll be able to see on the left hand side. It's a bit far away, a bit small, but you might be able to see it. But yeah, it's really good, and we're heading towards the village of Kuranda from the stop of Smithfields, which is down where we just come from. So here we are a bit further along, and now we are at Wallaman Falls. Next stop is the village of Kuranda. So we've just been to the village of Kuranda, which is a nice sleepy little town. Not too much going on, but got a nice ice cream and looked at the view. And now we're on the cable car over the rainforest, heading back to our van. And it is very pretty with all the trees around and having a good look at the rainforest scenery. Once we get back to our van, we're heading down south, about 200 kilometres to where we're spending the night. So we're now heading up to Wallaman Falls, which is the biggest single drop waterfall in Australia. And we're just going along this incredibly empty road up to the hills in the distance. And as with everywhere here, it is very pretty. So after an hour spent driving up the mountain from a town called Ingham, we're now at Wallaman Falls, and here are the specs of the waterfall we're seeing. So the height of the falls are 268 metres, which makes it the largest single drop waterfall here in Australia. And we'll walk down to this viewpoint, which is very handily located next to the campsite. We can have a really excellent view down towards the waterfall. That is really impressive, and although it takes a bit of time to get here, I'd say it's definitely well worth doing. And here we are a little bit down the falls with a view down the gorge the river has cut. So we're just coming back down the road from the waterfall, and we've got one last stunning view to look at. So this is the view down from the hills onto the plains beyond, and there's the sea in the distance. And this is really pretty. We're going to be driving down there now back to the main road. But yeah, absolutely stunning. After driving a couple of hours down the road from Wallaman Falls, we're now at a watering hole called Big Crystal Creek, and I'm just having a little bit of a swim around here. Not for too long because it's very warm and we've got places to be, but it's really nice, refreshing, and well worth a visit if you're in this area. I'll just have a swim around and you guys can have a look at the view, which is really impressive. So after a big drive down from our overnight stop last night, we are now at, well, we've just arrived at Whitsunday Beach, which is in the distance over there. And we have got on a catamaran, and we're doing the Whitsunday Blue cruise to the Whitsunday Islands in front of us. And this is sort of another chance to go to some beaches on some lovely islands, do some more diving on the Great Barrier Reef, and generally having a really relaxing time. And that's what we intend to do. Top points for us are going to be, it's going to be air conditioned, which is nice after a week of being in the camper van, and the food is apparently going to be really nice, so we're looking forward to that. That's probably it for today, but we'll get back to you when we have got some more things to see. So one last video of the day, and we've just moored up for a night in this bay here on the Whitsunday Islands, and it is very, very, very pretty. We've got Juliet here filling in her diary on our big old catamaran, and we're just hanging out here waiting for dinner, and we're going to be watching sunset in a little bit. It's really, really lovely, and tomorrow we'll be doing some snorkeling, and that's going to be really good fun as well. So we've had our first snorkel here on the Whitsundays, and it was very nice. Not really as impressive as near Port Douglas, but it's still part of a Great Barrier Reef, so there's still a few bits and bobs to see. But now we're just heading along the coast a bit, around this island in front of us with this beach resort on it. And we're heading to the other side of that island to have a snorkel over there. But the landscape is really, really pretty, as it has always been. And I'll give a quick spin around so you can see the boat. But we're on. So we've just got back from our fish feeding snorkeling session, and it was really, really good, as you've just seen. Saw an awful lot of fish, and we're just having a look at the wonderful view here on Whitsunday Island now. Give you a walk around, you can have a look at this little cove we are in. I think we're currently at Pearl Bay, and we're being told it's one of the best conditions for a long time. It's been incredibly clear down there, visibility probably as high as 25-30 metres in places. So really, really good. And as you can see, it's a really, really, really pretty place to come to. So after the morning snorkeling, we've now come to the main Whitsunday Island, which is called Whitsunday Island, and we are at Whitehaven Beach near the Hill Inlet. And if I just pan around, you'll start to see, well, this is considered one of the prettiest places to come in all of Western Australia. It is absolutely gorgeous. So the main thing to see obviously is the view in front of me, and this is the pattern caused by the sandbars as the river exits the hill inlet in front of me.
So this is us here at Whitehaven Beach, and the view, absolutely amazing.
Obviously this is well worth a visit, and we're now going to be going down to the beach below us to paddle and wade through the little lagoons in front of us, and apparently there's some stingrays and lemon sharks down there to have fun with. We've now walked down from the viewpoints to the beach itself, and we'll just leave here, leave the trees, and we'll get a view out across Whitehaven Beach. And it is absolutely stunning. So we're now going to find somewhere to go and paddle in and look for some stingrays and little sharks, and then we'll have a little bit of a sit down on this beach. I'll just go up to this little rise here and we'll get a view out across the beach. This is one of the whitest beaches in the world because it's very, very pure silica sand, and it is very, very soft on the foot. So from here we've got the view out to sea that way, and then swinging round once again got the view up the hill inlet in front of me. So here we are on the beach itself, and we're just exploring around, and in this little lagoon we've got a load of stingrays in it. I don't know if you can see it down there below the water, but there's one just burrowing its way into the sand. It's moving around a little bit, you might be able to see him. There we go, he's just moving around. Apparently there's some lemon sharks there as well, but we're just going to wander out to the main view, and then we'll come back and have a look in this lagoon in a bit more detail. So we now appear to be in Crab Central, and all the little things moving in front of me are little crabs just shimmying around trying to get away from me. Absolutely tons of them around. Tons and tons and tons. You'll be able to see them here in front of me. They're all running away from me now. Juliet's herding them from over there, and I'm over here. But the whole floor is just alive with crabs moving around, trying to get away from us. Look at all of this. There's so many of us. All these ones here. There's loads over in the distance. And there's all these ones here just running away from us. Absolutely amazing. So we're just going to go and look over at the main bit of river over there, main bit of the inlet, and then we're going to go back and have a play around with the stingrays. And here we have the point where the hill inlet meets the sea. And as with everywhere else here, it is absolutely stunning. Wonderful, wonderful views. So I'm now just wandering around in this lagoon, having a see what I can see. I've already seen some stingrays and some small sharks, but unfortunately, because I'm a very large, loud thing in this pool, I'm scaring everything off pretty much as soon as I see it. But it's still really, really good fun. And if I get a good view of anything interesting, I'll put it into this video after this little bit. And give this one last little look of the view out towards the mountains with a little fish flopping in it, because we'll be heading back to the boat soon to grab some dinner. So we've just got on our catamaran just from a little bay around the corner from Whitehaven Bay, because I don't want boats ruining the Whitehaven Bay view, which is just around that headland there. But we're just heading off from here now, and where we are is also very, very pretty, as you can see. But we're now done for the day really. We're going to be settling down with some dinner and snacks now, and tomorrow we're going to be going for another scuba diving session. But on our way out of here, I'll just spin around and we can wander to the front of the boat and just have a look out the front of the boat at the wonderful views around us. So we have now stopped for the evening, so one last video today in this wonderful place in between some of the Whitsunday Islands. It's just a little passage between the two of them, and it is really, really, really pretty, as everywhere is. So we'll be having some dinner soon, and then it's an early night for us and some more scuba diving tomorrow. And here we have one last view of sunset, because it's just so pretty.